my tattoo studio, Sacred Needle, was breathing. The sterile scent of green soap and A&D ointment hung in the air, a perfume of permanence. Every detail was mine. The hand-carved kintsugi repair on the reception desk, the curated playlist of ambient synth, the framed ethics code where others hang diplomas. And in the prime consultation spot, the founder's chair, empty. My phone lit up. Not a "sorry, we're late." A tagged post. My sister, Chloe, beaming in a filtered selfie with our parents, David and Margot, at the opening of a glitzy, generic wellness spa. The caption, "Investing in real healing with my visionary tribe." Hashtag family first, hashtag entrepreneurship. The location tag was 5 blocks away. The betrayal wasn't a stab, it was a slow bleed. They'd chosen a juice bar's ribbon cutting over my lifetime's unveiling. I walked to the founder's chair, unclipped the brass reserved plaque, and dropped it into the recycling bin. The clink was a period at the end of a sentence. I gestured to a nervous-looking girl studying my flash art. "Want the best consultation seat in the house? It's yours." Her smile was my first real salve. That night, I sent one email. "The chair is occupied by clients who value the craft. Consider your invitation revoked." Then I prepped my needles. This studio wasn't a dream. It was a 15-year sentence served in backrooms, subsisting on ramen while Chloe networked and my parents funded her aura. I was the pragmatic one, the steady hand they borrowed from when her ventures collapsed. 3 days later, David entered like a landlord. "Chloe's spa needs a signature aesthetic," he declared, bypassing hello. "We've secured a pop-up space next door. You'll design the brand and provide the initial capital, $60,000. It's a synergy play." "A play where I fund my own competition," I said, not looking up from my sterilizer. "It's family equity," he spat. "We housed you. We clothed you. And you charged me rent at 18 while co-signing Chloe's third leased BMW. I finally met his eyes. "The answer is no. The bank of me is permanently closed." The retaliation wasn't a health inspector. It was a city licensing commissioner, arriving with a clipboard and a grave tone. "Anonymous complaint," he announced loudly. "Unsubstantiated claims of unsafe bloodborne pathogen protocols." He inspected my autoclave logs, my single-use needle certificates, my state-grade biohazard disposal contracts. He found nothing but impeccable records. "Malicious fiction," he muttered, apologetic. The caller claimed to be a concerned family member with inside knowledge. I knew. I had footage of Chloe's husband, Jared, lingering outside for an hour yesterday. The siege was on. They wanted to taint my reputation, my sanctuary of safety. If they couldn't own me, they'd poison my well. The next night, Jared himself came to the back alley entrance, sweating panic. "You need to see this," he hissed, thrusting his phone at me. A video. David and Chloe in their living room. The licensing stunt failed. "We pivot." David's voice was calm, strategic. "You get her to sign the collaborative contract for the pop-up. Clause 8 grants shared administrative access to her booking and payment software. We trigger a mass cancellation alert to her client list, cite a family emergency. The reputational damage will be irreparable. When she's desperate, we offer to buy her out of her lease for pennies. But her designs, her clients," Chloe wavered, "are commodities. We'll hire a new artist. She's just a tattooist, Chloe. There are 1,000 others." Jared looked shattered. "He's leveraged our home against her spa's loans. If she fails, we lose everything. I can't let her do this." He airdropped me the file. It was a warhead. They marched in at noon, all bland smiles and false concern. "We've drawn up the collaboration agreement," Chloe chirped, sliding papers across my desk. "Let's heal this rift." I picked up my stylus. Then I tapped my iPad, synced to every screen in the studio, the waiting room TV, the consultation monitors. Their plotted monologue filled the space, crystal clear. David's face went granite. Chloe's mouth formed a perfect O. "Jared recorded you," I said. I slid 2 envelopes forward. "This one is a cease and desist from my lawyer, detailing your tortious interference and conspiracy to commit business defamation. The other is a report to the state attorney general, who takes white-collar sabotage of licensed artisans very seriously. Your spa's funding is based on fraudulent pretenses, yes? I've CC'd the investors. You'll ruin us, Chloe shrieked. No, I corrected, my voice quieter than the hum of my overhead lights. You already did. I'm just providing the final illustration. Get out. A month later, Sacred Needle had a waiting list 6 months deep. I was blending a custom pigment when a courier delivered a small, flat box. Inside, nestled in black velvet, was a vintage, solid steel tattoo machine, a collector's piece worth thousands. The card was from a legendary artist I'd quietly apprenticed under a decade ago, a man who never gave compliments. His note said, "Heard you held the line. The tool is for the next generation." The sentiment is because you remembered the first rule. We are not decorators. We are archivists of spirit. Don't let the ghosts in. I placed the machine on my shelf, not as a trophy, but as a ward. The air in my studio no longer just smelled of antiseptic and ambition. It smelled, unmistakably, of sovereignty.